G'day everybody and welcome to the channel. It is so good to have you here. Today we're going through something that's been requested so many times from so many people to see the Aussie team in all its glory, who I play, why I play them, and get into the custom tactics and all that. So we're going to run through them right now. I'm so excited. Let's get into it. So basically this is the best team that I've been able to put together this year. It's actually incredible. I've done this so many years. I've never actually streamed it, but this is the first year I've decided to stream it, and I cannot believe the amount of talent that is coming out of Australia this year in FIFA. We've never had this many special cards, and we're halfway through the game. Like, we're not even at TOTS yet. It is crazy. It still want more special cards. We always want more special Australian cards, but we'll see where this team's going to go because it already is living up to be the best team I've ever used. So up front, first we have Mabil. Our man Mabil, he's been the leader. He came into the team a little bit late. He's only played 71 games for us, but look at that, 43 goals and 37 assists. This dude is an absolute machine. Now, what we've got here is we've got Tim Cahill. Obviously, this man's been in from the start, straight away. He's played 118 games for us. He's been in basically every Australian team we've ever made. Then we got on the left wing, Goodwin. This inform came in midway through, and he has been absolutely delicious for the team. Look at that pace, and the shooting is way up there as well. And he's also got a bit of physical, which is really, really good for the team. Now we have Boyle. Now this man does not get the respect he deserves. He hasn't got any informs or anything. This is his base card. He has been here since the start basically, and this man is unbelievable. The stats don't really show it, but the amount of times he's clutched it up, this for 250 coins, this man is an absolute steal for the right wing. Now we get into our midfield. McGree, this man, if he gets any inform or anything, he's doing very well in the championship. A lot of people have been telling me to get his new card because he transferred, but he's been playing really, really well. And I'll tell you what, if he gets one special card, that card will be insane because this card already holds up with the best of them. His main thing is the pace. We just need a little bit of pace in this FIFA. If you've got pace, you've got a chance. And this is our man who goes against that, Aaron Moore. He's only got 68 pace, but man, he is our midfield. He's the only guy on the team who has good passing stats, basically. So basically, getting the ball to him and just passing it around, he starts basically every attack. We got our new inform, Garuccio. That's probably not how you say his name. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. But this man has been a beast since he got his card. I'm absolutely loving using it. We've got Dang. Now, Dang has been in from the start as well. There's a lot of people that have been in from the start. He has got the pace, and he just seems to win tackles all the time. He's only about 6 foot, which isn't too good. But considering the other centre-backs we've been using were usually 5 foot something, he's really good and dominated for us. We've got Sainsbury. Now, this new inform was unbelievable. I can't believe I got his red. It was so, so good to have that happen on stream. But he's got the pace and he has the defending as well. It is actually unbelievable that this card is a really, really good card. He could be used in teams and get away with it. I've loved using him. He is a little bit shorter as well, still at 6 foot, but for us, it really doesn't matter. We don't lose too many headers, and when they are, it's usually our left and right backs. So anyway, this has been a great card to use and absolutely loving him. We have Cavallo. That's probably not how you say his name either, but man, he has been great. Been here from the start in that Silver Stars thingo, and he was much needed. We have no right backs. Australia has no right backs. No one above like 60 pace. It is unbelievable. But we have left backs. We have the two here that are starting at the moment. We have Davidson, who is slow, but could still be used. And we have Hatch, who's only got pace, and that is literally it. But anyway, he's been really good from the start. Absolutely loved him. Matty, Ryan. It was so good to start the year with a gold card, but for this man to not just get one inform, but to get two has changed the game for this Aussie team. Keepers in this game, you need a good keeper. And he makes so many great reflex saves, it's actually unbelievable. He does struggle sometimes, I feel, in penalties and set pieces, and coming out to get the ball, like off corners and stuff. But other than that, this man with the reflex type stuff is one of the best keepers that I've actually used. And that's okay, maybe there is a bit of bias there because I'm Australian, but I've loved using him and it's been so good. Now, you're looking at the bench, a lot of people have noticed this and they always see it, and it's like, red cap, you're using a Australian team. Why do you have a New Zealander in there? Well, basically, we have a lot of New Zealand people coming to the chat, and we love all the New Zealand people here too. We absolutely love them. So we needed to put one player in there. I'm a Victory fan. This guy's an absolute gun. Basically the New Zealand Messi, or some call Messi the Argentine Rojas. So we absolutely love him. He's clutched up in so many occasions. He always comes off the bench. And when he scores goals, it's not just a goal. It's like a really important goal. So we have to keep him in the team. For the New Zealanders that always come to the chat, we love you guys and you're always welcome here. Now we have Milucinovic. Again, that's probably not how you say his name, but this inform was clutch as 96 pace. He has struggled a little bit on the shooting. You have to get it on his right foot. It says he's got 4-star weak foot. I claim that is not real. But have a look at those stats. 30 games, 26 goals, 21 assists. This man basically only comes off the bench. So that's unbelievable. We got a couple of pacey dudes. We got Cruz, Davidson, Ramanzagi. This is the guy I want to mention. He's been in from the start, bronze 85 rated. This guy, now he is on the bench at the moment. That does not mean that I leave him on the bench. We often change the team around. And these are some examples. Ramanzagi will often come on for Dang. Sainsbury's just too good at this stage to get rid of. But that's one we always do a lot. Sometimes we put Hatch into the game just to give him another go. He's also been there from the start, so it's always good to get players in like that. Lucinovic often comes on for Mabil as well. We like to change things up here and just give other people a go. We're here to have fun, all right? Yes, this is our best meta team that I'm showing you right now, but we're here for fun. We're here to chuck some crazy players on. Rogic often comes at Cam in for McGree. That's another one we usually do just here and there. Yeah, as I said, we like to change it up. We got Ange's coach, of course, the man, the legend. We had to put him in. We've got Petrados as well. He's not as good as McGree, but, you know, when we want to change things around, especially when we want to give Rojas a starter, usually chuck Petrados in just to get some chem because he's in the A-League as well, so we can, you know, switch some things around and get some chem on Rojas. Also, we got McLaren, who can do the same thing. We can usually move Timmy up top, McLaren in, and bang. So there's plenty of options. We love to switch it up. Now, it is time to get into the tactics. Let's go into the custom tactics. So basically, we just leave this one as is and we change it from the start. I have one set of tactics that I use straight off the bat, and that is the 4-4-2. I'm going to be honest, when I use like other teams that are not Australian, you know, sometimes off camera, I just want to go using my second squad, which I've built up over the years. I would never play a 4-4-2. Well, I have in the past, but at the moment, it is not what I'm using. However, in the Australian team and the way I play, holding the ball and try work it through, because we're not, sometimes we have the pace, but often we don't have the physical stats to compete. So keeping the ball just makes the whole difference. So this is what I use. Defensive style, we just stay on balanced because we don't really, any press, the team just drains energy like crazy. We don't have the stamina for that. We got 40 width, 60 depth. Now, build-up play, I play as long ball, which is something that's crazy and different. I don't know why this works. It shouldn't work. But for some reason, they all push up the pitch and they can move and we can get that counter-attack going. But as soon as that doesn't work, which is a lot of the time, they sit and we come back and we hold the ball for a bit, we pass it around, and that's how we get most of our goals. So the possession is where we get most of our goals. However, we do get a couple of goals here and there with the long through ball to someone who's really quick, because that's what we look for. We've looked for pace in the team. Corners I leave at 2 and free kicks 2 as well. It has gone down to 1 sometimes. It just depends. I try to change it up a little bit. Always depends on what we're doing. But with corners now, 2 is what I set it on just because there's usually someone at the top of the box. When it goes to 1, they kind of push out a bit sometimes. That's really what happens. Defensive, I have not used defensive. I've not used this since the start of the game. So we're just going to skip past that because that one doesn't really matter. We got ultra defensive. Now, this isn't an ultra defensive one. This is when I need to change things up. Sometimes we've got a formation that it's just not working. Something's not working. You know those times on FIFA when things are just not working? This is when I change to this formation and give it a crack. Now, I have gone to this one here. And this is the formation that I use for my second squad, or my other team. This is the one where I love it. I love it. This is as good as it gets. It's all up the field. You will concede a little bit more goals, but it's way more fun because you score way more goals. with the team and how I have it set up, Moy plays, this is the formation we do on coming up on attack. However, you're probably thinking Boyle isn't that great of a centre mid. However, this formation goes into a 4-4-2 when you're defending, which is awesome because McGree comes back and sits back in as another centre mid, so does Moy, and Boyle actually goes out to the right wing and makes an option. Goodwin, who I've got there at a cam, comes to a left mid, which is perfect because he's left-footed, and it works great. It goes to a 4-4-2. As soon as you start attacking, McGree gets up the pitch and pushes a little bit to the wing, and Goodwin tries to cut in. And I've found it is absolutely perfect. Again, the tactics we just set on balance, 40-60, long ball, possession, for the same reasons I said before. As well as the instructions, I've always set my left and right backs to stay back while attacking. That's the one that you need to change. All the others you can change around, mess with, and do whatever you want with. It doesn't really matter too much. But you have to have stay back while attacking, especially with an Oz team, because they will get up and down the pitch and they'll press all the way up to where they could be at right wing and left wing. And then they get caught out on the counter so often, and our centre backs just aren't good to make up and to play one-on-one at the back. So you need to make them stick back. Also with Stam, it kills them in the Stam if you've got the Aussie players. If they're going up and down the pitch, they'll be dead. Now, here's the other one. This is my attacking, ultra attacking formation. This is when things aren't going great and we're about 1-0 down. 1-0 down, 70th minute, we need to change it up. Probably actually maybe 2-0 down in like the 60th minute. This is when I'd go to this formation. Pressure on heavy touch I've found because of this Stam problem. We have so many Stam problems here. That what happens is you want your team to press, but not always, because they will completely die. So what we do is pressure on heavy touch. Every now and again, they'll suddenly just press. And the amount of goals I get off this press, where it comes out of nowhere, they're not ready for it. I can also manually do it by using the D-pad. So that happens, every now and again. So we do this. We've also got balanced here and direct passing. I found that when in this formation, when you get the ball after the press, you want to be on balance and direct passing. For some reason, they're always set in better positions. With long ball and stuff, they're always running offside, and so yeah, this is what we stick on. Also, I've got corners and free kicks at 1, but look, I change these up to 1 and 2 all the time. It just depends on how I'm feeling on the day. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this. This has been something that's been been requested by so many people, so I'm glad I could finally get this out to you guys. This team is going to get updated, so I'm sure I'm going to have to make another one of these again soon. Also, FIFA changes all the time. Every time a new patch comes out, I have to change formations, so you never know. Might have to make one of these soon. Thanks so much for watching the video. Please subscribe when you can. We're on the track to 1,000 subscribers and followers on Twitch, and once that happens, that's our big goal. It would be so good to make. We're going to release some merch. It would be unbelievable for me. I just couldn't believe doing something like that like 2 months ago. So this would be absolutely incredible. So please please follow on Twitch. You guys are legends. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining the video, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later.